Got it.
I have it. Waiting.
It is Tuesday, November 28th, 2023. Donald, I am here. You are here. So we must be in the right place. VPC is a group that collaborates on photos, ideas, critiques, and techniques. VPC holds monthly Zoom meetings where suggestions on improving photographs are heard. We do have guest speakers from time to time, and they present a short learning session on cameras, gear, and software. Next month, get your pencils. Next month is open and the special topic of minimalist, which means a photo is all about stripping a subject down to its most elegant essence, creating a photo that cuts through the clutter by emphasizing the essentials, including clean lines and empty spaces. In one word, simplified.
Strip art.
Now, let's begin the meeting. We have a slideshow with all the entries I received this month, then a 9-minute YouTube by Simone and Tremont, and that's on exposure. And then we're going to be viewing 15 of the open category photos that were entered and 13 of our special topic of autumn. I guess I'm ready. How do I do this?
Push that button.
Lloyd. Yes, I do this. Let me share my screen.
You'll get here.
No, don't save this. Share my screen. I gotta pick up.
Doesn't like you, Jay.
Show. There's my slideshow. Now I can do a share. I can tell it screen number 2. Share the sound. Optimize the video clip. Bingo, got it. I'm rusty on this. Once a month isn't enough. Can you see red?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Wow.
We didn't see you there. Turn your volume down. Reboot. Reboot.
That was fun, huh?
Very
That was
nice.
Yep.
Fantastic.
How was my choice of music?
Not bad,
Too
not
bad.
bad.
Pretty good.
That's Adobe stock. So if you have an Adobe subscription, you can get audio clips from them and add them to your slideshows. So now my favorite on YouTube for a little while already, and probably going forward, because I just like his cadence and I like his topics. We're going to listen to Simone Entremont on the topic of exposure compensation.
Oh,
Great. Oh, that'll be interesting.
Here we go. I gotta remember it's this button here.
Hey everybody, welcome back to a new video.
Oh, I know
Are
this
your
guy.
photos always coming out too light or too dark? Do you have a problem of underexposed photos against a bright sky or blown out highlights against a dark background? In this video, I'm going to explain why this happens and what's the solution in your camera to solve this so that you don't have over and underexposure problems again. It's called exposure compensation. unless you shoot exclusively in full
Let's
manual.
hear
I
about
rallied
need to know
something
how to
up. Now this is going to be
You'll
really
want to stick
hot,
till
but
the end
actually
where I give
nuked
you
it.
a proof of
Okay.
exposure
So
compensation.
be very
Gives you
careful
what
with
we
this.
call
Alright.
insurance
Thank
against
you
blown
very,
highlights.
very
My name
much.
is
Welcome.
Phil,
We're
from
still
Greatly
working on
Professional
appreciated.
Nature and
results
Okay.
Wildlife
here,
Photography.
but
Thank you
that's our,
so much.
you're
I
welcome.
make weekly videos giving you
Everybody
photo
please
tips or
mute.
taking you behind the scenes for wildlife and nature photography. Subscribe if you want to see more. First off, a warning about scammers who are using my photo, pretending to be me, and offering you prizes in the comments below. So let's start off with some knowledge on what's going on in your camera when you take a photo, so what I tell you later makes sense. When you look at a scene with your camera, your light meter measures the amount of reflected light in the scene that's going into your camera. This gets shown on the light meter, which looks like this. 0 is meant to show the right exposure. This is all done in black and white, so don't worry about colors right now. Now if you shoot in manual, the camera doesn't do anything now but await you pressing the shutter button. But if you shoot in any of the automatic modes like automatic, program, shutter or aperture priority, or manual with auto ISO, the camera will try to get your exposure right by adjusting either the shutter speed, aperture, or ISO, depending on what mode you're in, when you take a photo. For example, if you shoot in manual with auto ISO, you set the shutter speed and the aperture and the camera picks the ISO. When you point your camera around, the shutter speed and the aperture don't change, but the ISO floats up and down as the scene changes and is selected by the camera when you hit the shutter button. The exposure or brightness your camera tries to achieve in your photo was agreed to by manufacturers as medium gray or 18% gray. That is, a gray that reflects 18% of light. So if your exposure is too bright, your camera will try to darken the exposure to hit 18% gray. If your photo is about to come out too dark, your camera will brighten it by tweaking the settings again to hit 18% gray. I can show you how that works here by photographing a white page and a black page in aperture priority where the camera picks the right shutter speed to get the right exposure. Notice that both photos come out as gray, as the camera has adjusted the exposures to hit 18% gray. While this is a great feature, usually making your life as a photographer much easier, the camera doesn't always make the right decisions. Some dark photos should be dark. Some light photos should be light, for example. If you shoot into a bright sky or snow, the camera will think the photo is too bright and darken it, sometimes underexposing your subject badly. A bird on a treetop with a bright sky is a classic example. I think every bird photographer in the world has taken this photo here in their career. Here's another example. I don't want this short-eared owl in the snow scene to be 18% gray. The snow is supposed to be white. Also, if you shoot into a dark environment, the camera will lighten the exposure, but anything light in the scene will be overexposed and will blow out your highlights. So a few scenarios to use exposure compensation are to help keep dark images dark, light images light, and also when your subject and the scene are of different brightnesses. Your camera isn't always skilled at managing these scenarios. So what do we do here? In fact, your camera has a solution for this built right into the controls: exposure compensation. Exposure compensation is a means for you to tweak the exposure, brighter or darker, to get it right in case the camera's automatic exposure attempt doesn't nail it the first time. You can find it on your camera by looking for this icon with a plus or minus symbol. On many cameras there's a button like this, some have a dial, and on most cameras it can be reached via the LCD screen. On my camera, I have it programmed to this dial for easy access while shooting. The amount of exposure that you're adding or subtracting is shown on the light meter. When you make it brighter, the meter goes right, 1, 2, 3 stops. When you make it darker, the meter goes left. So how do you know when to use it and by how much? If you shoot with a DSLR, the most common method is to take a sample photo, check it on the back LCD, and adjust the exposure as needed. Add if it's too dark, reduce exposure if it's too bright. Now learning how to use a histogram is a great tool for this. I have a video on it which you can see right here. With a mirrorless camera and its electronic viewfinder, you have an added advantage. While a DSLR shows you optically what the sensor will see, a mirrorless camera will show you live what your final exposure will be, exposure adjustments by the camera included. So you can adjust the exposure while looking in your viewfinder. Having your exposure compensation on a dial that you can adjust while looking in the viewfinder is very handy here. That's what I do while photographing wildlife. With experience, you can sometimes predict that exposure compensation will be needed. For example, I know that while shooting a bird on a treetop against a bright sky will automatically need more exposure. I'll sometimes add a full stop or more without even thinking. I have my exposure compensation set to move in 1/3 stop increments, so 3 clicks to the right for 1 stop. I also know that very dark colored subjects need more exposure so they don't come out too dark. But against dark backgrounds, I know my camera will brighten the exposure. If there are highlights in the scene I want to avoid being overexposed, like in this scene, I'll darken the exposure by moving the dial left. So 3 clicks left for 1 stop. Same with a super bright subject in a dark scene like this great egret. We don't want it too bright, so we can reduce the exposure. Let's look at a quick example with my little owl buddy. He's very bright but against a dark background. The camera thinks the scene is awfully dark and will try to brighten the exposure, but that overexposes a photo of my owl. So what do? I use the exposure compensation dial and move it a few clicks to the left to darken the exposure. So now when I take a photo, it's properly exposed for my owl, which is my subject and my priority for getting the right exposure in this case. With time and practice, you can learn to do this more instinctively. My brain now does the following. Black crow, add 4 clicks. Snowy owl, reduce 3 clicks. Shooting a dark flying bird against a white sky, add 5 clicks. Don't forget though, at the beginning of every shoot, check your exposure compensation dial. Some people, not me though, forget it and set it way right or way left, and then when they start shooting the next day, find that they've wasted a great opportunity for the very first photo of the day with photos badly over or underexposed. Remember to reset your exposure compensation to 0 at the start of every shoot. And now for the bonus tip. For most styles of photography and digital camera models, it's easier to recover a photo that was shot a bit too dark than a bit too light. That means shadows can be recovered if underexposed, but highlights may be clipped and lost forever if overexposed. As such, we're better off slightly underexposing. On days when the light is getting bright outside and clipping the whites is a real risk, you can get some insurance against this by intentionally underexposing your photo by just a bit, like 1/3 to 2/3 of a stop. Set this as your walking around setting and shoot your photos intentionally a wee bit dark and raise the exposure in processing. This technique is especially helpful with crop sensors and other smaller sensors in bright sunlight, as it's easier to blow out the whites due to having less dynamic range, that is, the ability to recover the darkest and brightest parts of the image. I use this technique to protect the bright highlights on my bird pics on bright days when I'm using my crop sensor camera. If you want to become a master at using exposure compensation, you'll want to learn more about metering modes, so you can control what parts of the image the camera is getting its light measurements from. Check out my video on this topic right here. If this video is deserving, give it a like and YouTube will show it to even more people, helping others grow in their photography journey. I hope you can use this knowledge to go out there and take your own amazing photos. I know you can do it.
Can we talk about something real quick?
Sure.
You know the expression ETTR? I muted everybody, by the way. You know the expression ETTR, exposed to the right? When I began, I did that. And then I met Helene, and she doesn't do that. She's about 2/3 stop below center. Tell me about your experience. Who's shooting ETTR
I was.
currently?
Yeah, I guess I won't be doing that anymore.
No, if it's working for you, great. But my concert photography without exposure compensation, Lloyd, what do you have to say about it? You're muted. Everybody's been muted.
I usually will shoot a little bit to the right. I'll have -1/3 exposure. And when I'm, like he said, when I'm shooting in a bright area, like when I was at Yellowstone, I would shoot. Actually, I was shooting almost 2 stops underexposed, no, overexposed, because there was so much snow and I was getting great exposures.
Okay. All right, let's begin the presentation of the entries. If I can figure out how to get the screen that's on my computer away.
I just want to say, I think I need to, this kind of just hit me. I think I need to just check it out, take the picture, take a look at the back of the camera, and then take it from there. I'm hoping for snow around here, and so
Ah,
I know it's Las Vegas. I'm in Las Vegas.
okay, there you go.
Okay, I
Las
got a lot
Vegas.
of mountains around me. And so I've taken the camera out before in the snow, but I haven't really been pleased. And
So here's one for you. Every camera that I've used has a function where you can take 3 shots and the exposure is different on all 3.
yeah, really.
Yeah, it's a stock shot.
Exposure bracketing.
Exposure bracketing. I knew it. I
Yeah.
knew someone would come to my rescue. Exposure bracketing, it's worth to take 100 pictures and edit 300 just to see how it works for you. If you're picking 2s all the time, then you know you don't need any exposure compensation. If you're picking 1s all the time, then you're shooting a bit under and you're liking it. So go with that as your standard. Shall we start the presentation?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Getting a lot of messages in the chat. I'm sorry, I just don't have time to read them. Share screen 2, our first entry. Bee in flower.
Wow.
I want to pet the bee.
That is so crisp. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Be careful.
I was standing in line to get into the San Juan Capistrano mission, and there was a flower there and a bee, and I took the picture.
Good job.
Just the opportunity. It was, you know.
iPhone.
Gotta put that silly timer.
Lovely.
This is with your iPhone, you said?
No. This was God Lord. Is there a date on this? I can't see it.
870.
I don't have
Now,
that.
this was a long time ago, comparatively. Probably a D90
Oh, okay.
Nikon.
Very crisp. I like the colors. Yeah.
Beautiful colors.
May 11th, 2013.
Yeah.
Yeah,
10
1:50
years.
1:58 p.m. That means something actually, because the sun was pretty harsh. You did good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Madeline has shown up. She was in the garage.
Do you think the bee is still there?
He was
I think
dead.
he's probably left by now.
Oh, darn.
Long gone.
D90.
To be or not to be?
That is the question. You have to be careful with those pictures.
Yeah.
Busy as a bee.
Move on to the next one. Looks like we have a theme going here. Delicious snack.
This what
What
the
is- Oh, it's a praying mantis upside down.
wow.
Is that the bee? The bee from the previous
so
picture he's
cool.
eating?
Yeah,
He is
sure.
definitely gone then.
As long as it's not a queen.
Yeah.
I can't say I know them to eat bees, but I do know them to kind of behead other little junior praying mantises. I wonder if that's what it is.
I never really thought about it, but this thing was standing there upside down or hanging upside down for a long time. And then Lou said it's eating a bee. So we now concentrated on this thing eating a bee.
Mm,
Yummy.
he likes honey.
I think praying mantises also eat their mates.
I've heard that, yeah.
Yes,
I-
they do.
Or-
Don't marry one.
But they're otherwise so cute.
That's how they get you.
I'm not so keen on them being cute. But that is a very clear, nice picture. I'll say that.
There
like
you
that.
go.
Very friendly. You can pick them up and move them around.
Uh,
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
I'm closing my eyes.
Put them in your pocket, take it home with you.
Should we add sound effects?
Crunch, crunch, crunch. Tell him to chew with his mouth closed.
It's so funny. The
Didn't
pictures,
your mom ever teach you anything?
That's right.
guys just like bugs for some reason or other.
Okay.
I really am enjoying this picture. I love the colors in it too. Maybe I'm attracted to green. That's pretty possible, but look at the pinkish tone in him and the are those lines above the pink? Is that from light or is that part of their decoration?
Start coloring.
Wow. And
Good.
anybody see me
focus.
where I'm pointing? Wow, it's really
Black and
interesting.
Black and white elegance. And maybe you guys are seeing a timer in your upper right-hand corner. I'm gonna start to time these.
Who did that one?
The pictures you guys are taking are amazing.
Yeah.
I think they are unbelievable today.
Who
Wow.
took
Very
this?
nice.
Oh, that is, you can almost feel her thinking.
Maybe-
Was this at a Sony event?
Look at that.
The maker here?
black and white, did give it a little bit of elegance, I guess, because of like the necklace. So I had fun turning it into black and white.
Oh, it's great.
Mel, was this at a Sony event?
Yes, it was.
A what?
It was a Sony B Alpha event.
Where?
At the Sammy's camera?
Oh,
It's
okay.
it's
Anyway,
kind of
that's-
strange how her face is sharp, but in the same plane, her necklace and her hand and all don't seem to be sharp.
Yeah.
It's, and her hair,
I
I don't
call
know,
it,
it just the focus looks a little strange.
Yeah.
I call the face extreme amount of makeup
Yeah.
and on her neck as well. I think it's the makeup that's making it look that different.
Well, when
Here's
you
what it
photographed in black and white, your makeup is put on differently. You do much
Correct.
more contour to get the. I know they do the makeup differently for a black and white photo.
Was she set up for black and white, or did you take color and just switch it over?
She's,
I'm having trouble hearing you, Mel.
she's really a type.
I'm gonna go
Yeah,
to
my
the,
internet's a little unstable. Sorry about that.
all right.
Next.
It was color turned to black and white.
Yeah.
Well done.
Very nice. Very nice.
Interesting.
That's very nice, is right.
Nice job.
You hit up the next picture and it's called
Beautiful.
Bodie Church.
Well, let's see that one.
Ooh.
Uh,
Nice
That's
guy.
beautiful. God, that's beautiful.
I know this church.
yeah.
Where is it located?
Bodie.
Bodie.
Yeah, Bodie Ghost Town.
wish will be cropped from the right side. It will be much better. This is on the right side, this building is better.
Where are you?
Oh, I see what you mean.
Because of the light.
Who
That
did,
Where are you?
who,
Gives
who
me,
did the picture? It's really something else.
Yeah.
I like the building on the right here. The only thing I might remove without anybody noticing is the lamp. It's too new.
That's it.
I like
Yeah.
this building here. It gives it some dimension, I think. I don't know. We all have an opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
Be nice to have more above the church too.
Sure.
Oh,
But
Yeah.
it's kind of like a nice leading line to the church though.
Yeah, but the building on the right took your eyes from the church.
you know what? Getting rid of the light is such a simple thing.
I'm Jewish. I'm not going to the church.
That's right.
Ah.
Where's Temple?
He would burn there.
And adding more sky would be easy in Photoshop.
Yeah.
Content aware fill.
Yeah, you can add more sky and you can replace the sky after you've added it.
Yeah.
You can step to
You
the
could
left
probably
3 paces and
replace the
point
church
camera up a
too,
little.
right?
Yeah.
In painting an affinity photo is just a matter of running it out and it's gone. And it's like Photoshop in that respect. That's something else.
Is the maker here?
Yeah. I really put it on there because I wanted to know if anybody would comment on the light up in the corner. It's kind of an anachronistic thing in the picture. It's the newest thing in that whole place is that floodlight that they put
That
in.
light right there.
Failure, did I do?
But it's really something else. That's
I didn't.
something special. It really is.
Okay.
So
It
Jim,
might be fun to convert it to black and white and increase the contrast a whole bunch and give it a real rustic kind of look.
Yeah.
And maybe
Sepia.
darken the sky a bit.
There you go.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
A little bit more browner.
I like it in color better.
Move the building to the right a little bit.
Well, in black and white, you just need to add like Western music in the background, like.
Doo-doo-doo.
Yeah, Marchioli or whatever.
Oh, that's
Good, bad, the ugly.
Good, bad, and the ugly. Yep.
Yeah.
Clint Eastwood will be going in there. Okay.
I like it better with the
Yeah.
build. Our next photo is
I do too.
photo is titled Chess Players. Give me a second to get it there. I do not want to make those changes.
Oh,
Ooh,
that's an interesting shot in black
Yeah,
and white.
I like this picture.
I did.
did it.
That is so perfect. Whose is this? I'm curious.
Where was it? Where was it exactly?
This was in Switzerland.
How long
Of
ago?
course, Lena. Look at it's great
What?
because of the clothing of this black and white. Well, yeah, and then the other guys like so they're
The guy with the
opposite
white
players.
in the white short, the guy with the black and the black sweat.
What about
that's
them?
fun.
Well, they're in contrast to
Okay.
the black and white of the players' pieces.
They represent,
It was a color. I
they
changed it to
they represent their player pieces.
That's
Mhm.
right. Even their hair.
Yeah, right.
Except the guy in black should have white pants on.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to ask him to go and change. You know.
Yeah,
just-
go change. Come on, get this together.
AI.
Nice.
Very nice.
Wow, this is good.
Leo, how long ago was that?
this year,
This year?
yeah, in August. No, in May.
May. You do get around.
May 14th.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Might be easier to say where Leo hasn't gone.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah, next year we are going one of the dream of my life.
Where?
We are
Van
going,
Nuys?
we are going
Commerce, California.
No, we are going behind North Circle. We
North
are going to
Circle?
Lafayette Island in the winter,
Oh, God.
February.
Oh, don't talk to me.
Wow.
I didn't hear. Where are you going?
Lafayette Islands in Norway.
Is there room in your luggage for me?
It's behind the North Circle.
Yeah. I asked if there was room in your luggage for me.
I think you're ignored.
I think so.
Also, I
Oh,
want to make
amazing.
mention is I love that person in the background that's sitting on the stoop there. I don't
Yeah.
know, one chess piece, I think it's the king or not sure. Anyhow, it's just directly aligned with that person sitting back there. It took me right there.
Yeah,
black
I
one?
agree.
Okay, we're on to the next
Same
one.
here.
Beeping.
We're on to the next one, and that's called Conquer Fear.
Oh, let's see. Oh,
Sorry.
wow,
Yeah.
that's, now,
I almost thought it was an autumn picture because of the great color.
I know. It looks really rich.
did it look like this when you took it? Or did you use like Photoshop or something else? Because it's unbelievable.
I perked up the probably the saturation a bit.
Reminds me of the Magic Castle.
Diane,
Yeah.
it's a great picture, but I will change a little bit, make it some more vertical. I mean, it's
Oh, okay.
change.
Elongated.
Yeah, it
I
will be a little bit.
I don't think anybody's getting the point of this
I
Concord.
saw the point. I
Oh,
saw
Oh
it.
yeah, that looks scary.
unbelievable. I think it's a fascinating picture.
That chair will bring tears to your eyes.
Yeah,
That chair's a pain in my ass.
and you're right.
Oh,
Jay, I didn't get the point until you brought it up.
I didn't either. I didn't see the points till you blew up the picture.
I saw him. I can't.
so
remember
this was
what
at the Houdini Estates, and so I guess that's a message. You know, in order to conquer fear, you have to
you can go
kind of
there.
take a risk, right? You know.
Just sit
Janet,
on it a bit.
go there. That is amazing. I didn't know you could go in.
Well, the Magic
Yeah.
Castle, you have to have someone who you know there to let you in. But the
Oh.
Houdini Estate, where's that?
Oh gosh, where is that? Laurel Canyon, I think.
Laurel Canyon.
And you can we went to a wedding there, so they had on the estates, you know, a wedding. It's really kind of a pretty property. Yeah.
Houdini Estate. Right.
Did the bride get lost?
Disappeared.
Dia de los Muertos.
Yep. Houdini Estate.
That reminded me of fall also.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to say I was stunned for a moment. Do I put this in the fall category? Maybe it was misnumbered, but no, it's correct.
Be nice to take out that one twig that intersects with the hat.
Oh, yeah.
That's a tiny nitpick.
Yep.
Because everything else, I mean, it's a lovely composition.
She's hanging from that.
Right.
Right. Hanging by a thread.
Nice.
I want to know where her legs are.
No, you don't.
She looks like she's
Well-
4 legs here.
Well, yeah, like 4 legs are underneath, right?
Yeah, that's what I keep seeing, 4 legs underneath.
Wow.
That's what I forgot.
They're pretty furry.
I'm sorry, I was inaccessible for a while, so I couldn't hear any comments or see the picture until now. I'm back, so anybody have any question? This was from Via de la Muerta.
Very good.
The only comment that stood out was this branch right here.
Ah, I
Maybe
didn't see
erased.
that. Yeah, right.
That was otherwise it's lovely. We're trying to figure out how she has 4 legs.
That was up on a flower platform thing. No.
I know.
Very cool
All right, thank you.
color.
Okay.
Orange and blue, good complementary colors.
Yeah.
And the angle provides dominance, like she's leaning over you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does everybody hear that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good. So you know what that means. I'm going to switch photos.
Yep. It's great.
And remember, it's not commentary that I'm switching, you know.
I
Okay.
thought it meant more wine.
More wine
Yeah.
for Jay.
Do you know where your child is?
When was that taken? Jeez.
This is Lynn. This is on the side of the Köln Cathedral in Germany. And it was just a fluke. I mean, they were all sitting there. They were waiting for me.
I
And
understand that.
I've had this picture for a very long time, and I always
When
forget.
did you take it?
I,
It
I,
just-
on maybe Jay could tell you, but I can tell you it was years and years ago.
That's really amazing. I mean,
1870, okay.
that looks great in black and white.
Yeah, it just it caught the mood, and yet it's modern day.
You said years and years ago, so the date I have is wrong, 11/3/23. I think your software, Adobe
Yeah,
Photoshop.
no. Well,
Yeah, Photoshop did something to it.
1960, 1950, 40.
no.
That's all because they don't have telephone. They
say it's
don't have phones.
19.
right.
It
Hey,
could
wait
be
a minute.
from
They,
1984 or 85.
they don't have cell phones. That's really
Yeah, good point. Yeah, that really dates the picture, doesn't it?
Otherwise, right now, the children not without phone doesn't go anywhere.
yeah.
Are you trying to say that they actually talked to each other?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that one girl, and on each side, look at the second one in, and then the third one in. Their mouth is moving.
Wow.
They are?
What is that like?
What have you been drinking?
I didn't
Right?
notice that.
Good social story.
I have one question before we go. Is the vignette intentional?
Yeah,
I don't like it.
thank you.
Alexander Graham Bell.
Love the photo, don't like the vignette. Am I too harsh?
You harsh?
Father-daughter day walk.
Okay. Bye, picture.
Oh, wow.
Definitely of the same family.
Lovely.
I'd like to meet his wife.
We're going to graduation.
Nice.
How cute. I mean, this little girl has the most perfect posture. Look at her back straight and her shoulders. And Daddy is definitely playing the role. He looks a little hunched in. Is that no shoelaces? And I don't know. It's pretty great.
Too many beers. That's why he's hunched over.
It's also good that like we had a thing about action shots. So he's got 1 foot off the ground and so does she, sort of. So
They're in motion. She has a foot
Yeah.
off the ground too. It's in motion. It's great.
and yet it's clear, it's not fuzzy.
Oddly enough, this was about 5 minutes before the police came and said, there's a lot of people calling 911, right? A lot of people calling 911. So we moved to a place a little bit more out of the way, the group that I was with.
Was it because of these guys?
Yeah, well, these stairs go to the top of a hill in Fullerton, and people walk up and down the stairs to get the exercise and stuff. And they would be on their way down and see this group of us with, a lot of us look like that, right? I don't, but I've got the camera. But then they turn around and they go to the top of the hill again. They don't come down. So he points up the hill, and we look up the hill, and there's this crowd of people up there looking down, waiting for the police to arrest us or something.
Oh.
A lot of people do not like clowns, particularly when they look like this.
That's not a clown.
That's a monster man.
Looks like a junkie from
Like a
downtown
monster.
LA.
Yeah.
You're
a
talking
large
about the guy
joker.
in the shorts, right?
Next photo's titled 4 on the Pier.
That was left
Very nice.
first picture. They're jumping over.
This looks like a nice travel shot.
You gotta be out of your mind.
It is. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's a nice
It
picture.
draws
Good
you
picture
in.
of
It
the
makes you
boat.
want to go look over the pier as well. It's like, hey, move over, guys, because I want to see what you're seeing.
No.
Yeah.
Go over to the pier, jump over. Okay.
Yeah, or push somebody. You got options.
How about if you made it a little bit tighter? You
This
could
is an
put it in
iPhone
picture.
picture.
Whose is it?
This is an iPhone picture and it was enhanced with Luminar AI.
Oh,
Really?
And the birds are not real.
I was gonna say, are the birds real?
imagine that. And the people are real.
The only thing real about the birds is where I put them.
Jay, this is yours?
Yes.
Awesome.
Real nice job.
Jay, did you tell AI to put birds in the picture?
Yeah, I told Luminar that I wanted to do something fancy and it gave me choices. And one of the choices was an alligator in the water.
Mhm.
Yeah, I went with these birds.
The first three people are in the water with the alligator. How many programs do you have, Jay?
Quite a few.
I can tell.
Quite a few. NX Studio, VideoPad, Nikon's. Yeah, well, I'll make a list. I have a lot. But I use Lightroom 99% of the time.
Okay.
This was adjusted in Lightroom, and then it was brought into Luminar AI, and I made some other adjustments there. And then I added the birds at the last minute. It started as an iPhone picture in a really crappy iPhone. This photograph was taken, September of 22.
I do like the birds.
Even the bird.
I was amazed at how they looked real.
Yeah.
They do.
I mean, they look like they fit in the scene.
Yeah.
Next photo is titled Her.
Not she.
I like that.
Hershey, a great candy bar.
Wow.
Ooh.
How can you tell?
Hey,
Wow.
You can't tell.
I'm getting dizzy looking at it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Looks great.
Very in focus.
Very in focus. She's even clear.
Is
Nice
she,
perspective.
who shot it?
Yeah, who did?
Sadie.
Who?
She's not here.
Oh.
Her photograph is watermarked, so Dorota did this one. She's supposed to be here by now. I'm wondering if she yelled COVID, got rid of everybody but that one person.
Yeah. Or is that AI down there? I like it.
I do too.
Very
cool.
Copycat.
Different.
Great framing.
Yeah, I like that you can see SoFi Stadium there. You have a location that's prominent.
Is this a cell phone or is this a camera?
I'll look,
Thank you.
see what I can.
But nonetheless, I like how everything is like a pattern.
Yeah.
Or a shape or something, except for the one person is on a solid white line, so she's emphasized.
This was taken with a Sony ILCE 6000.
Beautiful.
70 millimeter, that's a 70 millimeter lens too, with 105 focal length in 35 millimeter terms.
Unbelievable.
Taken in April of 22.
Wow.
I like this shot a lot.
Yeah. It's very
If that's the road, I just walked.
Okay.
I'm getting the details up for the next picture in case people ask me. Prepare for a showstopper. That's just my opinion.
Oh, look at that. Wow.
Wow.
Oh, this is
Beautiful.
impressive.
What,
Now
how,
that's a hummingbird shot.
that's,
Wow.
yeah, that's
That's
beautiful.
fabulous. Wow.
Now, what camera was that taken with? It's unbelievable, the clarity of it.
And what's the shutter speed?
It's taken with a Canon EOS R6 M2 5.6 12500 ISO 320 with a 400 millimeter lens.
Wow. Ah,
Was it manual? Was it shot on manual?
No, it wasn't. It was shot on shutter priority.
Wow.
Oh, that's right.
Looks
That is fantastic
gorgeous.
photo. You need to frame it and put it in a gallery.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I would
This
say,
is Lou, it's a showstopper. When I saw it, I got chills.
well, it is
Thank you.
fantastic.
But you know what? There really is something wrong with it. The wings on a hummingbird should be blurry. Just kidding.
Lou, where did you shoot this?
It's just a,
I shot that at the Sepulveda Wildlife Reserve.
You
it
gotta
is
be
so
kidding.
perfect. It's
Great.
unbelievable. Gee,
That was matter of fact, I entered that into a competition. And I scored like a 92 and second place.
Wow.
Awesome.
Let's give you grand prize or
Congratulations.
first place. Absolutely.
I can only
I
imagine
disagree.
what first place must have been because
I disagree. It should be first place.
this
Lou, what time were you there?
I believe this was like around, I think I went in the mornings, but I think it was towards the afternoon, like around 11 or 12.
like 12:30
Wow.
on September 5th of 2023 at 12:25 p.m.
There we go.
Can't lie with
Wow.
data.
That's harsh light.
It is, but it just fell in the right place.
Magical.
And are you with the tripod and you're just waiting for the bird to come into your focus?
No, I shoot handheld only, but I've been shooting hummingbirds for 15 years.
Wow.
They
But
have
look at the color of the green on the bird matches kind of the color of the flower, and the yellow is reflected in his body.
Unbelievable.
That is sharp.
Yes.
Very sharp.
There's only one thing. There's only one thing that I may
Look
have.
at that close up.
Lou,
Yeah,
emphasize this glint right here.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's first place.
yeah. Just highlight the highlight.
Just highlight the highlight. Just give them a little glint in that eye. Take the whole eyeball, lighten it, and then brighten this little spot right there. And it's definitely first place contender every place you shoot.
Yeah.
This is gorgeous.
But
Was
the
this cropped?
glint is there.
Was this cropped?
Gorgeous.
Lou, is this cropped?
Just a little bit, not much.
Okay, okay. So as shot, I can't believe the detail in the feathers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look at it. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
The color is amazing.
Beautiful.
Even
It
a
is
little split
amazing.
right there. Gorgeous.
Tell us about your contest again, because I'm curious.
Well, SCVPA has 2 digital contests every year. One in the spring and one in the fall. This one was actually more the winter, was November 14th. We have, I think there's like 8 categories, and you compete by category. And we usually have 3 judges. And then the judges will, while you're watching them look at your video, at your photograph, you can hear the judges comment on the photograph. It's cool. I've been doing it for
Name
years.
of it again?
SCVPA, Santa Clarita Valley Photographers Association.
Can people outside the association participate?
Yes.
Can you send us details?
They have
Lou,
there is a membership.
Lou, give me a quick article for the next newsletter with that information, okay? Thank
Okay,
you.
we'll do.
I need to
Thank
move
you.
on. I need to move on. Krakow.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I was there.
Really?
I've seen that before.
I'll be darned. No, I enjoyed Poland. I really did.
I did too. One of the best vacations I've ever had.
Yeah.
Look at all the way
Poland?
back there. Is that a bridge at the very lower right corner above that big boat, or is that a building?
Building collapsing.
Oh, the building? Let me,
Really? I'm gullible, don't say
No,
that.
that's a building.
It's a building, okay.
Yeah, as
Yeah,
I recall, it was a
it is,
building.
it's the building.
Talking about right here.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, right in there.
Look at that. Wow. Yeah, see, I was right. Building collapse.
Wow. The modern with the history of the past is pretty cool.
Look at all the people.
It was so crowded. The only thing that really got to my husband and I seeing that the two concentration camps, Birkenwald and Auschwitz.
No, please don't talk about them.
No, please
Don't talk
don't.
about 'em. Please don't.
No.
I so wished I didn't go.
Oh, don't worry, I won't.
No, they haunting.
I have family there.
Oh, no, I don't even want to think about it.
Let's go to the next picture.
We will in a moment.
Jeez. Auschwitz.
That was outside. The salt mines are interesting too. Did you get to them, Jay?
Yes, and they have a monument for when the Queen was going to visit, but she never visited. Remember that?
Whose is this?
Mine. This photo is titled Maui Sunset. My apologies for not announcing it. Maui Sunset.
Lovely.
Ah, love
water.
Maui. Oh my gosh.
This isn't Long Beach?
Maui.
No.
Right.
Yes, it is. It's right there at Long Beach.
Do they have beach in Long Beach?
No.
They don't have the Channel Islands like that looks like.
They don't
How
have.
gorgeous is this, right?
It looks like a computer screensaver. It's so gorgeous.
Yeah.
The reflection is nice. It's warm. The colors are warm. And it's making me jealous. Like I need to be there right now.
Nice job.
I'm just curious if the cable and the post was removed.
Be much better.
I'm just curious if we lost this cable, the rope, and we lost the pole, what would that look like? I mean, it's part of the picture. I don't want to change the landscape, but I'm just curious for art's sake, fine art's sake.
I think it looks better with the rope and the pole.
Yeah, I think it would look too plain without it. I
Yeah.
without the rope, and I like this better.
I agree.
Just asking.
Whose photo?
It's mine, Steve.
Nice, Steve.
Wonderful.
And
why
also
did
being
you not
offset
take
to
a
the
picture?
right, it creates balance.
I like
Ooh.
what you did here.
Much better.
Was this done in editing?
No, that was natural.
Natural? Wow.
Cool.
What was the f-stop on that?
Well, I don't. You can look. I don't remember if that was iPhone or regular.
iPhone 12 Pro Max.
Oh.
F-stop's 1.6.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, yeah, the plants are very in focus too. So yeah.
Gonna go to the next one, which is titled Open Man at Work. I think open just means that it was an open entry now that I look at it.
Right.
Man at work. Can you find a man? Where's Waldo?
Lovely.
There's Waldo.
Oh.
Oh, that's lovely.
Can't miss them. It's a great leading line. Straight to you,
Oh, yeah.
men at work.
Love the perspective.
I'm gonna ask my question again. Is the vignette intentional?
This one was not intentional.
That's a lens hood, isn't it?
That's a lens hood, and I was open a little bit too far.
No, not too far.
What lens was it?
It's just not a good lens hood. I have one like that.
It's a like 50 to 90 or something like that.
How about 18 millimeter? Shot at 27 millimeters.
Oh, that was the lens I had on it. Okay.
So you shot this with a Sony 68 at f4, 160. ISO 160.
Now I hiked up there to take that picture, and then I saw him with his tripod, and I thought, well, he'll walk away. And I thought, eventually he'll walk away. And after about a half hour, I said, I'm taking it, and he's going to be part of the picture.
And you know what? You know what? Somewhere in the land of the internet is a picture posted of you who wouldn't move.
Yeah. I know he'll move. He'll move.
Yeah.
Go around behind him and push him in next time.
Yeah. No, this was one of my fall pictures.
When did you take it?
He took it recently. He took it September of 22.
Yeah.
That is recent.
And where was this?
This is the river coming down from Sabrina above Lake Sabrina, up above Bishop.
Bishop
Oh,
Creek.
wow.
Oh,
How lovely is this?
you get around too.
It
Oh,
might be
yeah.
nice. It might be nice to have just a little more of like the top of that tree and a little space, if as long as you're going to show the mountains in the background, to give yourself a little bit more space and get the top of that middle pine tree.
I
I see.
probably have one or two where it is bigger.
Okay,
Okay, and now for a change.
just a thought.
Now for a change of season, we're into the special topic category of autumn. And our first photograph is
Why I oughta.
is titled Autumn Blaze. Autumn Blaze coming right up.
Anytime now. Ah,
Just
Are those
Oh,
aspens?
Wow.
Are
just
those
about.
aspens?
those are trees.
Aspen, trust me.
Looks like Bishop Creek area too.
Really?
Beautiful, beautiful colors.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Well, lovely contrast, right?
I have no information on this photo, so don't ask.
Who took it?
Yeah.
Is it here or
I
she?
did.
Jim took it.
Nice job. Where's this?
Spill it, Jim.
I think it was up in the Bishop area, but honestly, I don't quite remember.
Oh,
Looks like, yeah,
Well-
Bishop Creek, the canyon through there.
Yeah.
I'd
But it
bet
could be
money
East
on it,
Coast
Jim.
as well, right?
This is one that could benefit from what the fellow who was talking with us on the video of overexposing a little bit so that the brights wouldn't be so blown out.
I mean, underexposing, right?
Underexposing.
Under, not over.
Yeah. No, I'm thinking if you do what he said, when the light's really bright, you can push it to the right. But in any event, you can
No.
the bottom portion of these trees are blown out, and it would be nice to even do the bracketing. I think that would be the thing. I haven't done that, but I need to, because I get this happening as well, where you just lose the detail. You get the beautiful color, but you lose the detail.
Bracketing is the name of the game.
Yeah, and you can even take, if you're on a tripod and you're doing a landscape, you can even take the bracketed pictures and blend them together.
Yes. I mean, I've heard it's been done, but I haven't done it.
You can
I'm
do
looking at this picture on 3 different monitors, and my big monitor, the detail in the yellow down there is quite good.
Same here.
Oh, yeah.
Same
Oh.
here. I've got good detail all through this area.
Yes, I'll have
Jay,
to get a new
blow it up a
monitor.
little bit so we can see the detail. Maybe it's there and we just don't see it.
No, we don't see details.
Yeah, I'm
No,
seeing
it looks
blown out
distorted.
areas.
Yeah. I would think the other way. Well, I would bracket.
That looks better. Well, I guess so.
The idea.
Gorgeous colors, beautiful spot. Well
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
I like the photo.
Oh, I did too.
I'm on it.
This was
Good
taken during the
job.
golden hour.
I'm on it too long. I can't answer that. The next photo is titled Autumn. Well, that might be because of the special topic. Cold, clear water.
Oh,
Oh, beautiful.
and you can see how it's cold and clear.
And the autumn
Yeah.
colors are all along the back there.
Yeah,
It's got to be convict.
that's what
Nope,
it looks like.
That's
huh?
Lake Sabrina.
Sabrina,
Oh,
I'm wrong.
Yes.
Still,
Same
Beautiful.
neighborhood, sort of, kind of.
Yeah, just south of it.
Hmm.
I like the
I'd like to
piano.
see a little bit more of the mountains on the top of that color.
Well, I
It's
chose
about
this
the
one.
reflection.
Yeah, I chose this one for both the reflection and the clearness of the water.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
it makes me want to dare you to put your toe in.
No.
The color contrast on the water.
Polar Bear Club goes in there.
That's right.
Not me.
Yeah, I think my heart might stop.
I had a nice long talk with one of the DWP people while I was up there. He's among the hated people up there.
Why?
Oh,
Why is that?
I w-
Well, they pretty well control anything that has water in it up there.
Oh, I
And
see.
they have a big crew. They're the biggest employer in the Owens Valley.
So if it's not DWP, it's Pepsi.
For those who think young.
I went on a tour with the
Pepsi.
DWP. It was an overnight tour. They took us
Ah.
from Los Angeles,
Mhm.
where the dam is, and took us all through Owens Valley,
Ah.
up around these places, and it was phenomenal. I guess we did it with the Chamber of Commerce, but I don't know, maybe they have something else for photographers.
Hmm.
They actually have a tour where they go into the Owens Lake and they show what all of the retro work they're doing.
Yeah, pretty great.
Titled Autumn
pretty.
Leaves.
Oh, yeah.
I need this picture in my profile. You know, this kind of picture. I long for the back east colors like this. I don't know, where's this taken?
Back east.
Canada.
Pretty east.
Oh.
What part?
I don't remember. We took a fall foliage cruise and it was up there. Although after I submitted it, I noticed there's some lines going across towards the bottom that I would have eliminated.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's us, right? Oh well, we're always nitpicking on our own photos, huh?
Yeah.
I know, but I have to say that was the first thing I noticed across the bottom.
I did too.
And but now I'm real comfortable with it. You know.
I
After
think
you look a while.
I think what made me notice it is I didn't know why they were there.
Right.
If there were a telephone pole someplace and there were wires going across, this is just somebody's clothesline is what it looks like.
Telephone poles.
Well, it does look like there's a cabin down there, but this is beautiful. This is absolutely
This is-
gorgeous.
So Stephen, next autumn, you send it to us without the clothesline, okay?
All right.
I don't know. I'll take it though.
No, it's beautiful. That's just what was there. I mean, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
But we're gonna go to the next one, which is autumn. No, it's not. It's blowing in the wind. Blowing in the wind.
This
Oh,
is
cute.
great.
There's something magical about this one.
Yeah.
Who
Wow.
threw the leaves up is what
Oh.
I'm.
Something else.
Well, maybe they got kicked up into the air.
No, Bill's wife threw it up in the air for him.
That's what I'm thinking. It's
William, say something about it.
very creative, great idea.
William or Bill?
William,
Okay.
and he's maybe muted.
He's having
The
problems.
answer, my friend,
And
is
it's
this
blowing
photograph.
in the wind.
Okay, William, it's your floor. You want to comment on this photo? Can't hear him.
The lips are going.
The lips are moving.
Oh no. Unmute your friend.
Does anybody know sign language?
Mm.
No.
Yeah, that's nasty.
I only know one sign.
That's hard to do if someone's throwing leaves at you. And you capture as well. This is really nicely done.
Very nice. We like it. We really, really like it.
We
He's
like it.
talking. We can't hear him.
Even Mikey likes it.
Mikey likes everything.
He's talking away.
Always.
Well, we got all the colors of autumn, like the gold, the red, the the green.
Even the green in there. And decaying.
Yeah, I like this.
Yeah.
It's very creative. That's what I was looking for when I made the assignment. I like that. I like
Good
it.
job.
And now we're going to move on to the next one, which is titled Fall in France. Fallen in
They can't hear you.
I can't hear you.
Fall in France.
Oh,
We got to get you a new computer, new camera.
Wow.
Bye.
okay.
I try.
2017.
We have to ask, is anything digitally
Gorgeous.
enhanced here? Or using, like, was the sky replaced, or well, not, maybe not that. It doesn't look, but
Yes, sky was replaced.
And you can
almost hard
see
to
the
tell
halo
that.
across the mountains or across the trees at the top.
Yeah, this is the giveaway right there.
Yeah. You can,
Oh, yeah. Dang it.
that was clever.
but
It did a really
we're
good job.
photographers. or
It did a
photographers.
really good job around the tree.
That's amazing.
It just left this halo here.
You can't really tell. It's because we're photographers that we can, but look at how amazing this whole composition is, though,
Yeah.
and the colors are
It was
just
long time ago. Now it will be done better.
well, yeah. Well, there you go.
But it was.
I don't know. I
beautiful.
want to go where this is, though. So
Where is that?
It's a friend. It's a. I don't remember exactly where was it. It's
Some deserted island if you were there.
France. It's in France.
France?
It's in France.
yeah.
yeah, that's the title. That happens to be the title. Fall
Oh,
in France.
Francais?
Fall in France. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, in 2017, where were you in 2017 in France?
And this
We
is
were everywhere. We spent
Oh.
one month driving everywhere. So I really don't remember where it was, but
smartphone picture, darn it.
No way.
Yes, this is. It's a smartphone picture.
No kidding.
oh no.
Unless the data is wrong.
No. It's not smartphone.
It's a dumb
flip
phone.
It's telling me it's a Samsung SMG 950U with a 4mm focal length.
Ha! Move over, Pro 15.
So that's 35mm focal length of 26, which makes sense for the photo. And it's telling me that its aperture was 1.53 and at ISO 50, and the exposure time was 1/2494.
Maybe that was the sky.
Brennan says that's a Samsung Galaxy 8.
No, it was a Nikon, but it's probably because it was changing sky and I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
Okay, so you take your own sky pictures and then use them
Go,
in
Lynn, go.
advertisement.
Of course.
I mean, you
Next
could.
photo is titled Gifts of Fall. I'm gonna blow that up a little bit.
Oh, that's pretty clear.
That's nice.
It's,
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Is that yours, Linda?
No, it's mine, Leslie.
Well, okay. Nice. Good job.
Apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Yeah, now I want an apple to eat.
This
It looks
was
fresh.
also taken, it was one of the sort of decorations and props at the Dia de la Muertes over at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery. You know
Yeah.
that they do. And I just, the colors and everything caught my eye.
Hmm.
Seemed to
Beautiful.
fit the theme. Any
Everything-
suggestions? or-
Everything looks real. Okay. next.
Glad to eat one of those apples.
Are those persimmons? Is that a persimmon?
Yeah.
There's
No,
two
It
persimmon,
looks
yeah.
like
Yeah, I think so. Persimmon and orange and apple,
Oh, three.
and then the marigold.
The marigolds, what's for the festivity, the Dia de los Muertos. You're always,
Yeah.
I usually see them in orange though.
Yeah, most of them are orange, but I like that these were the yellow, especially against the other colors. So
Mm-hmm.
Our next one is titled Happy Harvest. Whoop. Let me fix that. There we go. Happy Harvest.
All right.
Nice.
Different.
Definitely different.
Looks like it's in a church.
That was my first reaction when I saw it in the beginning. I went, is that a church?
You.
Is it?
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
I have a little comment. It's very ikebanish.
Icky.
Oh.
Did
No,
you take
seriously.
her in high school?
No. In Japan, their high style is called ikebana, and all their masters are men, and they make displays that will fill a room, but they still have the high style look.
Ikebanish. Never heard that one.
It was a compliment.
Very much so.
Yes.
This is at a Quaker church in Whittier, where I attend, and this woman, this has a garden, and all of those things come out of her garden, and so every year she puts up a harvest display, I suppose.
Nicely done.
Yeah.
Mm.
I so much enjoy that, every week she brings different flower arrangements, and they're all from her garden, and she brings us avocados and whatever else is available, and it's just wonderful.
Very nice.
It looks simply done. I mean, everything is just placed properly.
Perfectly.
Yeah, like that.
And there's a chocolate turkey on the top of that one pumpkin if you blew it up. It was kind of nice there.
Oh, right. The more yellowy one.
Our next
Yeah.
photo- Our next photo is titled Mandarin Duck.
Black.
That's
Seen
just
that one before.
outstanding.
too.
And,
So
the
who's-
and I like the creativity of this being entered as an autumn photo because it is autumn colors.
Yeah.
And I appreciate out of the box thinking here. This is good.
Whose is this?
Excellent.
Who do you think?
This
This Mandarin duck is looking at the hummingbird being photographed.
aha.
Right.
Hope he doesn't quack up.
And he did not take it on the same day. Took it in 2018, December of 2018.
This is another one that a tiny nitpick that has a halo. And
Does it?
yeah, if you look at the head, if you look at the chest, the purple against the gray, there's a line there. It's white. It's from
Too much sharpening.
yeah. Or you can eliminate that by putting in the gray, darkening that section.
It's so hard to do. I've tried it. I got a parrot that I posted and it bothers me every time I look at him. He's got something around his beak that just isn't right. I worked on it for 20 minutes.
Now you do the clone stamp tool on that.
It didn't work. It didn't work for me.
You change it to darken. If you change the mode to darken,
Yeah.
when you do it, then it will only darken the part that is bright.
I've never seen anything like that in my life.
And when I did it, it looked terrible because it looked darker and I had a dark halo.
Wow.
Oh dear.
Jay, is this your photo?
No.
Whose photo is it,
It's
Jay?
a gorgeous photo.
Well, I wish you would speak up.
It's gorgeous.
It's Lou, and
Why
the
didn't you
reason
say
why
that?
there's a halo is because I compressed it about 3 times.
Ah,
You did what?
I compressed it to JPEG
Yeah.
Oh,
several times. In the original TIFF, there's no halo.
Now, was that really a real animal?
That was a real animal at Irvine Recreational Park.
It's just too perfect.
Yeah,
That one's
looks like a toy.
Wow.
I mean, but just if you think about it, look at the colors of nature, what that brings. I mean,
Yeah.
gee.
Pretty.
I'm over on time on this one. I'm sorry. Painted
Let's
leaves.
go.
Painted leaves coming right up.
Well done, Lou.
Thank you.
Oh.
Nice.
Yep.
Oh.
But Amber.
Can I ask about the background? What is the background? I mean,
Yeah.
I'm
sky,
sorry.
or is it?
He's having audio problem.
He's having audio problems, and I'm telling you, that's sky. I've done it so many times. That's a sky.
Okay.
I like the colors.
I love the colors. I think the YouTube we saw today by Simone talks about this right here.
Yeah.
Now you see, if this was in my backyard, I'd be bending that leaf to eliminate that shadow and get my, and get my spot metering on this leaf.
Ah.
This looks like it was shot evaluative. Not that it's a big deal. It's a fine picture. I would have done it again if it were in my backyard. And looking at the exposure bias, he's actually a third of a stop to the right.
Oops.
But he's shooting at 150 millimeters. And he did do spot metering. So I'm wondering where the metering was done. I'm thinking right here. The metering happened here.
Yeah.
Or here. Just a guess. Our next photo is titled Red Top Lake View. I love the mist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool feel to this one.
Yeah, very nice.
Where's this taken?
Red Top State Park in North Carolina, no, in Georgia, and it was a rainy day.
I love the mood.
You need a sweater, huh? This is sweater weather.
Sweater and a raincoat.
Baby girl.
I'm getting cold just looking at it.
Ugh.
Oh, wait, the door's open.
You'll get cold, yeah, if you open the door. Exactly. I forgot to run the clock on this one. Yeah, I like the mood very much.
And I didn't notice it at first, but that spot in the middle is actually a boat. That white spot is a boat.
White spot.
Yeah.
When I zoomed in, I was like, oh, that's a boat.
My only critique on this is I would have stepped back about 20 feet. I would like to see more foreground here. And I'd like to see a little more tree. By stepping back, I would have accomplished that. Sometimes you can't though. So don't listen to me.
Yeah, I think it was cement. So I cropped it where the cement was, like when in camera.
Yeah.
But and this was actually a cell phone because I forgot my camera. So I was so upset. I couldn't pack it in my luggage. But I am definitely going to go back and take some photos with my camera.
Yeah, this is a good site.
Mhm.
All right, I'm gonna cancel the timer on this and
Where was it, by the way?
Georgia.
Thank you.
the next one's titled, and those of you that know me know it's my photo. It's titled Resting Bentley.
Oh.
I was expecting a car.
Happy dog.
Yeah, he was, and I think it's autumn. He's got autumn colors, his ears.
He's a happy dog.
It was taken with a Nikon D7100. And it was taken July of 2021.
Good composition.
It looks like he's very friendly.
He's resting by his bathroom is what he's doing.
I mean the tree facilities?
Gosh.
I don't smell anything.
I'm gonna go down there myself.
Did you have to straighten this picture?
No. No, I haven't. I've done very little of this picture. A touch of saturation is all, and I sharpened the medium sized details. Luminar will let you do that.
Oh.
So I sharpened the medium sized details. I kind of liked what it did to him.
Yeah.
And the tree got a lot of it too, but I liked what it did to him.
Adorable.
That's a cutie baby honey bunch poochie pie.
I think, yeah, I think he had just recovered from having a tumor removed here.
Oh.
So he's like 4 months post-op, something like that, 5 months post-op.
Cool.
Next photo will be the one that got away. The one that got away.
Come here, look at it. Don't talk, I'm on.
What a turkey.
Is this a composite?
That is a composite, yes.
Thank you.
That turkey was standing, I took a couple of pictures of that turkey. The ground that he's standing on was the ground. I just, there was a car in back of him. And then we were on the way to this lake, and that is the picture of the lake. So yeah, it's a composite.
It's a good one.
Well done.
And it
Well
was
done.
on Thanksgiving Day. So
Is
he
he still
did get
there, or
away.
did you eat him?
Huh?
Is he still there, or did you guys eat him? He looks pretty big.
I don't know, but that was the turkey that attacked me. I got that picture before the lady came out and saved me.
This sucker feeds 12.
Yeah.
Hazed you?
What?
What did she do to you?
What did the lady do to you?
This turkey lived in her tree for the last 7 years at the time of the picture. And she knew that every once in a while it would attack people. So she had a big broom standing by. And when she saw what was happening, she came and chased it with the broom.
Gosh.
What a witch.
Was she riding it?
No, she was very nice. The turkey was not very nice.
Yeah.
And later, that lady was never found again.
Yeah.
Just think, that almost ended up our national emblem.
Yep.
Yeah.
According to Ben Franklin.
Yeah.
And the last, but certainly not the least, the scent of autumn.
Ooh,
Very nice.
Thank
look
you.
at that. Wow.
Wow.
Very
Whose is
pretty.
that, Lynn?
Yep.
Wow.
I'm
Beautiful.
not
Nice.
sure, Jay, what it says is the date on this, but I really listened hard to Jay when he was, talking about autumn and think of Thanksgiving and all of those things. And the only trees that turn color here are those that are not indigenous to the area. And if you hang in that area that everything is indigenous, it's the desert and they don't turn. And so this picture I just pulled out of my bag of pics. It is Joshua Tree.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. And
That's beautiful.
yeah, I was with a friend that Dan walked about, I would say a good 5 miles in and out and found this place.
Is that a little bit of ice or snow in the back or?
No,
Okay.
it's
Is
Did
just
you replace the
dry,
sky?
Please,
dry
it's
desert.
not a cell phone, is it?
It could be. I'm serious because
Are these campers that are here?
it could be people crawling around.
It looks like a guy in a sleeping bag.
It
He was lost.
maybe it is. I don't recall him being there though.
Lynn, did you replace the sky?
No.
I have no details on this photo, Lynn.
Okay.
There's no way you took it November 3rd of 2023. That's
No, that's when I got it to you. I was
yeah.
I had surgery. I had hand surgery and I was concerned I wouldn't be able to get it and nothing was turning color except for what I call the fake trees.
How's your hand?
It's doing well. I was at therapy today and I go to the doctor tomorrow, so
Okay, good. Let's say goodbye to everybody in YouTube land.
thank you.
I don't know how to stop this now.
Ciao.
Oh my God, there we go.